In today's video, I spend 100 days as Technoblade. This will entail me thinking like Technoblade, acting like Technoblade, well, to the best of my ability anyway. I'm playing the 100 days similar to how Technoblade would. I have 3 goals: kill the Ender Dragon, build a massive potato farm, at least 1000 potatoes per harvest, and find Steve. So can I survive 100 days as Technoblade? Well, let's find out. Day 1, and I spawn in a village, a perfect start for my journey. I start by looting this house and finding a chest. The loot was so OP, they set me up for the rest of the 100 days. After getting that chest, I found some wood. I created an iron axe and continued to loot the village and getting materials, until I stumbled across this little island. So I thought this would be a great place for a base, right next to spawn and close to my village friends. After placing my bed and a crafting table, I started digging a lot of dirt so I could make the island a little bigger. This took me the rest of the day. I went to bed for a quick nap and I was back to expanding the island. This place was in the best position to progress through the game. Once I finished placing enough dirt, I went mining so I could get full iron. But when I went into the mine, 2 skeletons attacked me from out of nowhere. So I hit one skeleton a few times, but then they both started firing and got me down to 4 hearts, so I just ran. I quickly blocked myself in and regained my health. That was so lucky. I broke out and there was only one skeleton there, so I killed him with ease. Then I spotted the other one and killed him as well. Now, all of that is out of the way, I continue to mine for iron and coal. I finally found enough iron to get full iron armor, so I headed back to smelt the iron. Then I made a little potato farm. This would set me on my journey and make me become the Potato King. Small beginnings, but that's how everyone starts. Day 6, and not too much happened. I mined again and expanded my potato farm, but I did encounter my first creeper. Normally this would be a big problem, but I was prepared. I went deeper into the caves and found a lot more iron. This would set me up nicely for the next 100 days. Now I have the tools to create my house. I began to create the house that I really wanted. This took me a few days as I needed to get all the materials and then place all the materials, but I think the house came out okay. Nothing special, but very practical. This is the one thing I needed, and I'm trying to get better at building as I'm quite bad at it. But let's see in the future, and in future 100 days videos, let's see how big and how good I get at building. After building my house, I started to create my potato farm. This was a big goal of mine. As we all know, Techno is the Potato King, and I wanted to honour that with making a pretty big farm. I started with the upwards design, but realised that wouldn't be efficient, so I went for a longer farm than I actually would. At the end of the day, I finished hoeing all the ground, placing the potatoes I already had, and placing all the water so they can grow to perfection. Day 15. I knew that the farm I built wasn't big enough, so I collected all the dirt I would need to get straight back to working on the farm. After collecting the dirt and placing it, some of the potatoes had already grown, so I went down and broke them, and then I placed them all back. Didn't complete the farm, but trust me, by the end of it, you will see how big the farm actually gets. Once I finished with the farm, I went to explore a bit of the world, and I found a hut. I wonder what's inside. It was a polar bear. I was thinking this can't be, but it was Steve, my best friend. You're alive. I was so happy to see him, but I seen a chest and quickly checked what was inside. It was a book, written by Filza. This can't be true either. I thought I had lost him. The book said, "Hi Techno, this is Filza, your best mate." Wrong, Steve is my best, but let's continue. Your journey is very long and going to be hard, so I'll help you out a bit. Best of luck, Techno. I was just like, bruh, how is he alive? But he was right, my journey is gonna be long, and it's gonna be a lot easier with having Steve by my side. This will definitely help with my journey, and that was the main thing. Me and Steve then set off back to my home, where it was safe. When heading back, a trident came from out of nowhere. In a panic, I rushed Steve back to my house, and then killed the zombie. And it dropped the trident. I was so amazed. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was so lucky to get that trident. I don't know what the stats are, but it was unreal. I returned to Steve, and we both went to bed because we were both quite tired after an eventful day. Day 25, I went on a killing spree. I killed all my competitors. Pigs, cows, it doesn't matter who was there, they were definitely dying. And as Sun Tzu once said, show no mercy. I needed the food so I could go on a big mining mission. So the next day I set off on my journey to find some diamonds. I went deeper and deeper into the caves and found a mine shaft, perfect for exploring. This was a massive mine shaft, and I spent quite a long time searching for diamonds. And there it was, my first diamond. I had to fight off some of the skeletons before getting it, but when I did, it felt so good. It was the only two, but it was just the beginning. I carried on mining and found one more diamond. It was a weird mining session, but I was finding a lot more emeralds and gold, but only finding one diamond per vein. It was kinda weird, but I will take whatever I can get. After the mining session, I got back to my house and tried to set up villager trading halls. I finally got both of the villagers tracked, and with the right jobs. I gave them space and a little part of their own home so they could go there and be happy. I got a librarian villager which got me prot 4 bucks, which was very good. And we got a Fletcher villager as well, so I could get a lot of easy emeralds for sticks. It's just free money, so easy. Day 37, once I finished getting the villagers ready, I started getting wood so I could trade for emeralds. It went so well that I bought my first prot 4 buck, and you'll see in the future, the stick trade comes in clutch. After trading, I went to explore. I went to the house that Steve was in, to see if there was any sign of Phil. There was nothing, but I spotted an obsidian tower. Seeing this got me intrigued, so I went up to it and I seen a sign. This said, this way. So I looked over and spotted another obsidian tower, but before that I went over to a ruined portal. This had a golden apple. This would definitely help in sticky situations. So when I got to the other obsidian tower, it said this way again, but I knew it was close because of the shape of the tower. It was so different that it just looked like it was close to the target that I needed to go to. I then spotted a lava pool. This had a chest next to it. There was a little bit of items, nothing out of the world, but there was a book written by Filza again. It said, "It's me, Filza. This is the last help I can give you, so make the most of it. I know you can save everyone. Good luck, Techno." I miss him so much, but I need to stay focused. There's no time for distractions. I kinda got lost on the way back. I didn't really find anything, so speaking of distractions, that was a big distraction, but I did end up finding my way back. I fought a lot of mobs and it just improved my skill in PvP. Day 46, I wanted to make the villager house bigger, so I could get more villagers and create a massive factory. So I expanded it a little bit more so I could fit a few beds and just get started with the whole village and trading. After that I got back to chopping trees and getting on that villager stick grind. I got so many sticks, it was unreal. I had too many, so I left the villager to rest so I can trade with him tomorrow. In the meantime, I went mining for diamonds. I created a tunnel to Y11 so I could find diamonds. I don't know which level is the best to mine at, but just leave it in the comments as I'm on 1.16, but I just wanted to know what is the best level to mine at. While digging down, I found another mine shaft, and this one was a massive mine shaft, bigger than the last one. There were so many twists and turns, I was just getting lost. I found some gold from the mine shaft and that was it. I went back to my strip mine, and I found something very good. In the next 2 minutes from me strip mining, I found diamonds. I was so happy because this was a big vein of diamonds, better than the last 2 I found. I got 15 diamonds, 35 iron, 12 gold, 52 lapis and some extra bits that I definitely may need in the future. So overall a good mining session. Day 56, I checked on the villagers, done some trading and tried to breed some of them. I had no idea if it worked, but when I checked back later on in the day, there was a little baby villager, so it definitely worked. Perfect in the end for me. I then made a diamond pickaxe and also an enchantment table and got efficiency 1 on the diamond pickaxe, which was a massive upgrade and I definitely needed it. I also needed the diamond pick to get some obsidian, but I quickly noticed I needed lava, so I went back to where Phil sent his last message to grab some of that lava and build a nether portal. I think it's time to go to the nether. I finally went through the nether. I went through and there was a ghast shooting me straight away. I kept my composure and killed the ghast. I searched for the nether fortress and it was just over the wall. I did come into some piglins and they caused me some trouble, but I fought them off and I got to the nether fortress. I quickly seen the blaze spawner and got all the blaze rods that I needed. After getting the blaze rods, I went straight back home because I was kind of scared of the nether. Even though my armor is enchanted, it is so easy to die. It is unbelievable how dangerous the nether can be. So I just went back home where it is safe. Day 67. Remember the potato farm? Yeah, that isn't even close to being finished at that point. So I started to make some great progress and then I finally finished all the planting part. So it's all I needed to do was wait for the potatoes to grow. So I want to get 1,000 potatoes just from all this harvest from every single potato that I break. It's going to be a big job, but I think this is enough to get over 1,000. After finishing my farming job, I went mining again for diamonds. I'm not going to bore you, let's just show you the montage of what I got. After a successful mining trip, I made a diamond chestplate, diamond leggings and a diamond sword. I was preparing for my fight with the Ender Dragon. I headed back to the villagers so I could breed some more and also get one more prot buck, and they both worked perfectly. After expanding the villagers base again so I could fit more people as they weren't breeding for some reason, but they finally did. There was some babies there and thank God, it took so long just to get one baby villager. I went back to my house with the prot 4 buck and put both prot 4 bucks on my diamond armor, so I felt a lot more protected. Back to the nether I go. I needed to get ender pearls and this took so long. It took me a long time to find the bastion and also I needed to get a lot more gold as I didn't have a lot. I found one just past the nether fortress. It was good to get a lot more loot from these chests, but I didn't get the best things. I got probably 1 ancient debris and spectral arrows, which came in handy with the Ender Dragon, but not the best you could ever get. I stole all the piglins' gold and then gave it back to them. This piglin took so much of my gold and gave me very little back, so I left him and went to get more gold and trade with a different piglin. I finally got the pearls I needed and I was out of there, but that nether trip took so long, it was unbelievable. I had to get gold, trade again, get gold and then trade again. Ender pearls did not drop like Dream. Technoblade does not get that type of luck. Day 86. I was preparing for the Ender Dragon. I wanted the best possible gear I could get, which was prot for everything. Boots and the helmet were iron and the leggings and chestplate were diamond. So I was kind of confident as the prot should help me a lot and the villagers came in clutch once again. So I was ready. Diamond sword was enchanted with sharp 1 and the bow was enchanted with power 1. I set off on my journey. I found another village on my way. I couldn't find a lot in there, but those villages don't really give you too much, so I didn't want to waste my time searching that village, as I know it could be bad sometimes. So I stayed there for a bit and then just kept on moving on. Then I finally found it. It was next to some hill. I dug down and I fell straight into the stronghold. Not the stronghold room, but I fell into the stronghold pretty quickly. I took a lot of books from these bookshelves so I could try and make an enchantment table when I get back, if I've got enough time. It took me a long time to find the portal, but I found it in the end. And I put the eyes in, and I was kind of nervous to defeat the Ender Dragon. It could be the end of me, just then and there. I needed to make sure my water bucket clutches were on point, as I had no feather falling or potions to save me. In I go. Technoblade says he gets nervous all the time, and I am the same. The Ender Dragon is no joke, but we got to fight and we got to defeat the Ender Dragon. That is my goal. I started sniping all the end crystals down, taking a lot of damage while doing so. Then the Ender Dragon perched. I couldn't get a hit in, so I started shooting arrows from long range. The health bar was going down slowly, but it was working effectively. It then perched again, but I only got a few hits in before it threw me up in the air, and I knew what I had to do. I needed to do the water bucket clutch, and I definitely made Technoblade proud with that one. After chipping away at the dragon's health once again, it got so low, and it was perching at the perfect time. So I went in for the kill. I got 2 hits off, but it still didn't kill it. It was so low. I knew the dragon was 1 hit, and that's all I needed. It was done. The dragon was defeated. I grabbed all the XP and the dragon egg and went back home. This was 100 days, but my goal is still not complete. I defeated the Ender Dragon, but I did not test my potato farm. I needed to see how much I got from that farm. So I harvested all of that. I got every last bit that I could get. And the whole potato farms and how many potatoes I got was 2014. So I completed all my goals, and I think Technoblade would have been pretty proud of me. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Leave in the comments a suggestion on more video ideas similar to this one, as I think it could do quite well. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.